Law does not just tell us what to do and what not to do. It also creates and manages a system of rights and obligations. A right is a legal entitlement. It creates a corresponding obligation or duty on the part of others to respect that entitlement. Some rights are human rights, which are recognized as fundamental by the international community, no matter what national law says. The rights to life, to free speech, and to freedom from discrimination are human rights. Other rights are recognized in national law or private contracts. I have rights to the things that I own, rights to act in certain ways, and rights to make certain decisions. These rights may be limited, and I may be able to sell them or give them away. Typically, I cannot use my rights in a way that violates the rights of others. I have a right to move my arm around in a big circle, but I do not have a right to do so if it would hit my friend in the face. In conservation, one of the most relevant categories of rights is property rights. When we think about property, we often think about ownership. But in reality, property rights are much more complex. We can understand them as a bundle of sticks, where each stick represents a different right. One stick is a right to access the property. One stick is a right to exclude others. One stick is a right to use the resources on the property. Another is a right to sell it. There is the right to live there and the right to develop. Different people may have rights to the same property. One person may have the right to farm the property, while another has a right to cross over the property to get to his pasture or field. The property itself may be owned by a third person or by the state. Closely connected to the concept of property rights is the concept of tenure. Tenure describes the way in which people or groups gain and hold rights relating to land or other resources. For example, a person may rent or lease land for a specified time. This type of tenure is called a leasehold. Or they may buy some or all rights to the property. This is called freehold. A person or group may have rights to a property through custom or traditional use. This can be referred to as customary tenure. Rights may even be allocated by the government based on necessity or need. Tenure can be public or private, individual or communal. Tenure rules can come from different legal orders, and there can be problems where tenure rules established by one regime are not recognized by another. For example, where tenure from customary law is not recognized in statutory law. Property rights are not the only type of rights that are important for conservation. There are rights related to specific resources, such as water, mineral, and fishing rights. There are also rights relating to participation, information, and access to justice. These are key to good governance. And there are many important human rights, including emerging rights to a healthy environment, that we will discuss later.